Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, if you have any, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's a frequent guy. Who here's been watching the World Series? That's almost everybody. It's hard not to get excited when your home team is this close to making it. Unfortunately, they just barely missed, and that's our Rays for those of you who might not be aware. Now, isn't it quite an accomplishment that they went from being the worst team in baseball to first this year? That's amazing. How many of you guys think that the coaching had something to do with it? Right. Did you notice how many coaches they actually had? They got the head coach, or the manager. He's the guy that oversees everything. He puts the focus and direction on the overall team. We have the pitching coach, a hitting coach, a first base, a third base, a bench coach. I don't even know what that guy does. He's a bench one. and the bullpen guy. He's the guy that the head coach calls and says, send in the lefty. Go ahead, bring him in. And so there's a coach for everything. Coaches inspire others to greatness by gentle persuasion, constant encouragement, and and the in-your-face approach, kind of like Jamal was with the football correlation there. There are many talented individuals out there with hordes of information that they're willing to give to other people, that they just need to share. For those of you helping others achieve their goals, or just wanting to inspire in the face of adversity, coaching might be for you. Many people are starting to get creative by going into business for themselves with the economy taking a dump and jobs being as scarce as they are. There are many reasons people don't accomplish their goals, mainly because they really don't want to, or they're just not willing to take the steps necessary to accomplish them. People use life coaches for the same reason that sports coaches, or that they use sports coaches or personal trainers. They want someone to work with them, to motivate them, and to push them to their limits. When you go to the gym, isn't it easier to give up when there's no one there to say, you know, you buy that gym membership after 30 days, and you're like, oh, well, I don't have anybody.
Yeah.
It's easier to quit. But when you purchase that extra personal trainer, that guy, you know, comes out there, knocks on your door 3 times a week, you know, in his little jogging suit. Come on, let's go, let's make it happen. You know, it's a lot harder to give up that way. And that's where the importance of coaching is all about. So, life coaches help people who have too much going on and just need a little help focus and give them the direction, oftentimes just giving them priority and helping them find balance in their busy lives, similar to the head coach of a manager or of the baseball teams. People sometimes spend entire lives doing what they're told from bosses, family members, and never really have a chance to express themselves as individuals. And, you know, they end up doing what they really don't want. Some of them have been caught up in this cycle for so long that they're not even sure who they are and what they're trying to accomplish. Life coaches don't have agendas. We just leave it up to the client. It's your time. So our clients just want someone who's willing to listen and provide honest, sometimes blunt feedback, and that's pretty easy for me to do, for those that know. They want to hear they want to hear what their employees or subordinates won't tell them, or their family members won't tell them, which is, you know, why a lot of executives are turning to professional coaches. They need someone that's brutally honest. Although life coaching is a relatively new profession, it's only about 8 years old, a lot of people who enter this field have already been utilizing skills that they've been using for many years. Many come from careers that involve significant interaction with people, like HR managers, massage therapists, hairstylists, peace officers. Some have formal training, but most just have the natural skills and ability because they're naturally social people. They're good with networking. They like talking to people. Coaching is obviously very rewarding. You know, when your client succeeds, you succeed. So it's a win-win for both people. Coaching is not necessarily therapy, but sometimes your client does feel better after the session. Some people ask, you know, what's the difference between a life coach and a therapist? Well, I can kind of I won't do any therapist jokes, but A therapist kind of digs into your past, figures out where you are and figures out why you're so screwed up. A life coach, the only reason why they want to know about your past is only to find out the times that you're actually successful, so they can help you rekindle those moments of when you were at your peak, and then kind of take you where you are today, and then help you move to where your future is. Mainly coaches start in the, I realized life coaching was for me when a lot of my friends started coming to me because they knew I had some good business advice. Maybe that's just my opinion, I'm not sure. But I work with many, of my old real estate friends who are kind of stuck in that rut where, they're very successful, but sometimes they just need a third party that's no longer, isolated into the same scenarios that they're in with or the politics. So that's what I do, is I help them, move forward. Most coaches actually specialize in a particular area. Some are business coaches, some are relationship coaches, career coaches. Basically, they mainly reflect what they do, similar to examples of the different types of baseball coaches that I mentioned. Most coaching is done over the phone and not limited geographically, which is pretty nice. And a lot of busy clients prefer that. So most life coaches have never met their clients in person. If you like helping others achieve their goals and dreams, coaching might be for you. Thank you.
All right.